What's going on, family? It's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray here, back again with another news report. So, apparently in New York City, it just happens, is police coverage, not police coverage, but police news is happening. They banned the chokehold from the police officers, like it was banned. And a police officer was caught on camera using the chokehold to refrain and a black person. So I want to play that footage real quick. I want to talk about it real quick. But before I do, go hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button and let you know every time I drop the video. You also have to hit the notification bell as well. If you don't hit the notification bell, YouTube will not let you know when I drop a video. And as it looks right now, I'm dropping a video every single day this week. But I want to go to the news report to talk about these officers and the confrontation and which led up to the chokehold being used. So let's go to the news report.
Police Commissioner Dermot Shea wasted no time taking action against the officer involved. That new video released just tonight by the NYPD shows the moments leading up to the arrest as well as the time when the officers held that man down. He was never unconscious but was taken to the hospital. Now that video was released shortly after this video from this morning's incident in the Rockaways was posted and shared across social media. Eyewitness News reporter Naveen Dhaliwal has the story.
Police moved quickly on this, first releasing a statement into this morning's incident, then releasing body cam video, and now one officer suspended. Cell phone video showing 4 officers holding down a man on the boardwalk.
Yo, stop talking him, bro.
You guys can record.
Yo, stop talking him.
Concerned bystanders yelling as an officer used an apparent chokehold.
Got him. He's out.
This all started with the man and 2 others who officers say were intoxicated, taunting them for about 15 minutes at Beach 113th Street. In body cam video, the officers are seen giving the trio multiple chances to leave. That's when they say the man threw something and threatened police.
One of the officers that was on him, or right around there, right, reached over and pulled him off of my client.
In cell phone video, it appears the man is unconscious. But in body cam video, moments after he's cuffed, he's seen walking and talking.
And I'ma sue all y'all.
There was backlash from witnesses as one of the officers is heard defending their moves.
When he grabbed something and squared up and was going to hit my officer who's standing over there, that's when everything changed. The minute I saw him flex on him, that's when he goes down, because we don't get hurt, and we're not going to leave somebody violent out here who might do that to one of you or another innocent person.
And that's don't shoot me! Don't shoot me!
Hours later, dozens protesting the incident with signs and chants in front of the 100 precinct.
How many times are we going to have to keep coming out here? Everyone is tired.
Tonight, in a statement, Police Commissioner Dermot Shea saying this: accountability in policing is essential. After a swift investigation by the Internal Affairs Bureau, a police officer involved in a disturbing apparent chokehold incident in Queens has been suspended without pay. And that man now recovering in the hospital. And that man expected to face charges. Those have not been announced just yet. In Far Rockaway, Naveen Dhaliwal, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
So basically what happened was it was an altercation. Just a recap. Altercation. These men was apparently drunk, taunting the officers for almost 50 minutes. The suspect apparently threw something. We don't know exactly what he threw. And that's when the takedown happened. And then that's when the chokehold was being applied. After a few seconds, after the plea of the people surrounding him, like, yo, you're choking him, let him go, he released the chokehold, and then they took him into custody. The one thing that I say the good thing about this is the fact that how New York City acted swiftly. The officers was like, yo, you got to get up as he was applying the chokehold. Another thing was the simple fact that when the police officers let him go, New York acted swiftly, suspending the officer without pay and doing an investigation. The law was passed, I think, a week ago. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take some proper training. The only thing that I do not like, and I'm not a component whatsoever, I believe that black people especially should not taunt the police officers. You know, you're out there for 50 minutes. They're giving you a chance to refrain from yourself, to move on, but you keep going. again, I do not condone the officer who's using the chokehold at all. But the fact that if there was any type of, we go back to George Floyd, if there was any sense that the police officers could have just like, yo, bro, get up. If that would have happened in George Floyd case, we would not be in the predicament that we are right now as far as policing and the knee-jerk reaction that is happening. I think chokeholds does not need to be done. If you're capturing somebody, clearly it was 3 guys, he was subdued, he wasn't going to get up. The chokehold was unnecessarily. I'm stating it right now. But I also feel like when it comes to the police, that training needs to be done. Because, look, they're trained to take down the suspect by any means necessary, especially if they feel like they're a threat to the surrounding areas. It's just unfortunate that a lot of times they see the bigger threat is black and brown people versus white people. So I need to hear what you got to say about this situation right here. This is I love the fact that they did act accordingly. They took all the precautionary steps. Now, if people want to protest, they can protest. But again, training and reform is the only way that's going to help these police officers and also the community come together. I believe that the community needs to be involved in what the police do. They need to talk to the police officers. I think they should know who polices their communities, and I also think the police officers need to know who they are policing. Okay, action needs to take. If you're sitting there 50 minutes, the police like, yo, you need to go, but you sit there and antagonize them. Though I don't want you to be choked down to the ground, but still, yet there still needs to be law and order. Where if you do something, no matter who you are, that I believe that everybody should have been taken down. That black dude has been taken down. I believe everybody should have been taken down. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's some things that need to be set in stone by the police and by the community. That's like, look, this is not okay, right? And for that brother to get up and say, yo, I'm going to sue y'all. Your main concern should not be getting up and suing them and cussing the police out. Your main concern is like, yo, am I okay? Okay? But let me know what y'all got to say in the comment section below. Again, it's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray here at 44 Radio. And yeah, man, policing after a week of the chokehold being banned in New York, they continue to do it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But till next time, people.